Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Peshish Srivastava, Professor and Head, Department of Forensic Medicine, Royal Medical College and Hospital, Bareilly. I shall be taking session on age estimation during mixed dentition. The objectives of the session is, at the end of the session, the students should be able to know, number one, the successional permanent teeth and superadded teeth. Number two, the age of appearance of temporary and permanent teeth. Number three, period of mixed dentation. Number four, how to identify the temporary and permanent teeth by dental panoramic tomograph, which is in short known as DPT. Number five, how to estimate the age of an individual by using dental panoramic tomograph. Now you all can see that here this is an image of an adult cavity. In one quadrant, it has been indicated by the number 1 to 8. Number 1 is central incisor, number 2 is lateral incisor, number 3 is canine, number 4 is first premolar, number 5 is second premolar, 6, 7, 8 are first, second and third permanent molars respectively. So all these are permanent set of teeth. About temporary and permanent teeth, there are 20 temporary teeth, as you all know. Out of these 20, there are 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 molars in each quadrant of the jaw. And there are 32 permanent teeth, out of which in one quadrant there are 2 incisors, 1 canine, 2 premolars and 3 molars. During the childhood, temporary set erupts, and by the age of 2.5 to 3 years, the temporary set eruption is complete. By the age of 6 years, the first permanent teeth, that is M1, it erupts, and gradually the permanent teeth replace the temporary set of teeth in oral cavity. The last permanent teeth to erupt is the third molar, M3, which is also known as wisdom teeth. Now the permanent incisors, canines and premolars, they are called as successional permanent teeth because they come in succession to temporary teeth. And premolars, they are called as superadded teeth because they are added over and above the teeth already present. They do not replace any temporary set of teeth in oral cavity. So two permanent incisors, they replace two temporary incisors. One permanent canine replaces one temporary canine. Two permanent premolars replace two temporary molars. And the 3 permanent molars, they do not replace any teeth, therefore they are superadded teeth. Now the chronology of eruption of temporary set of teeth, you need to remember that in a child of 6 months, it is lower central incisor which erupts in the oral cavity first. So it erupts at the age of 6 months. And upper central incisor, it erupts at the age of 8 months, upper lateral incisors by 10 months and lower lateral incisors by 12 months. First molar erupts at 14 months, canine at about 18 months and second molar at about 24 to 30 months. The chronology of eruption of permanent teeth in oral cavity. If you remember this mnemonic, mama is in pain, papa can make medicine. You may easily remember the age of eruption of permanent teeth. M1 stands for first permanent molar. I stands for central incisor. NI stands for lateral incisor. Pain P1 stands for first premolar. Papa P2 stands for second premolar. Canine stands for canine. M2 second molar. M3 third permanent molar. And if you recall, you need to add +1 up to 12 years. And by that, if you remember this mnemonic, you can name the teeth and you can remember the age of eruption of that particular permanent teeth. The first molar, it is the first tooth to appear in oral cavity. So it appears at the age of 6 years. Central incisor, it appears at the age of 8 years. 7 years, sorry, central incisor. Lateral incisors at the age of 8 years. First premolar at 9 years, second premolar at 10 years, canine and second molar at 11 and 12 years respectively, and third molar appears between 18 to 24 years of age. And one thing I would like to point out here, that first, second and third permanent molars, they appear in the multiple of 6, that is M1 6 into 6 is equal to 6 years, M2 and M3 12 and 18 years of age. So by that way you can remember it very easily. Now this is the mixed dentation is the age between 6 to 11 years, and this age is from the eruption of first permanent molar, that is 6 years, to the replacement of last temporary tooth by permanent canine, that is at 11 years. So during this period, the both sets of teeth, that is permanent, temporary, they are present in oral cavity, and this period actually poses difficulty in differentiating temporary and permanent teeth clinically. So therefore, the dental panoramic tomograph is advised to differentiate temporary and permanent set of teeth. Now there is a formula to calculate the number of permanent teeth present in oral cavity, and it is calculated by this formula: age in years minus 5 multiplied by 4 is equal to number of permanent teeth in oral cavity. Now you can see that temporary teeth in this image, they are still present in alveolar cavity. The anterior alveolar plate, maxilla and mandible, that has been removed, and you can see the crown of temporary set of teeth. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, they are actually the crown for central incisor, lateral incisor, canine, first and second temporary molars. So these teeth, they are still in alveolar cavity. Alveolar cavity. In this image you can see that this temporary set of teeth, they have erupted in alveolar cavity. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, actually they are central incisor, lateral incisor, canine, first and second temporary molars, and near the root of this teeth there is crown present of permanent teeth. So near the central incisor you can see this is crown for central incisor, this is crown for lateral incisor, this is crown, 8 number is crown for canine, 9 number is crown for permanent first premolar, 10 is crown for permanent second premolar, and 11 is crown for first molar permanent. So whenever a tooth is present in oral cavity and near the root of this tooth, if there is any crown present, means the tooth which is present in oral cavity is actually temporary tooth. Now you can see that if I take this one quadrant, so one can see that this is a central incisor, this is lateral incisor, and we don't see any crown of any tooth here. Therefore these teeth, they are permanent teeth. This is temporary tooth because you can see the crown near the root of this tooth. This is temporary canine actually. This is temporary first and second molar, because these are temporary because here you can see the crown of first and second permanent premolars. This is first molar permanent because near the root of this tooth there is no any crown present, so it is permanent tooth. So in one quadrant there are 3 permanent teeth, that is first permanent molar, central incisor, lateral incisor, and if you remember that mnemonic, mama is in pain, so 6, 7, 8 years, and pain means first premolar has yet not erupted in this oral cavity. The age of this individual is more than 8 years and less than 9 years. By that way one can calculate the age during the period of mixed dentation.